shower.
Questions for Grant? What did Joe say to you guys in that timeout? You saw when Jalen got trapped and you just went completely off right after that. It's an early third quarter timeout.
Mid-possession. Can't remember it.
Not at all. I just know it must have worked, right?
It did. You got a 3 off
Did
of
you
it.
paraphrase the way he
I don't want to assume or guess. That's somebody else's question. I have no idea. I don't remember what he said, actually. I'm blanking out. Normally I have the best memory.
What did you feel after that conversation was had, and why do you think you guys executed so sharply?
I think most of the game we were doing a decent job of making the right play and being physical, but there was a stretch where we just, kind of let go a little bit, and I think that timeout allowed us to get those reins back and allowed us to come out with a better intentionality to our play on the offensive end, and defensively we picked up our pressure, and it changed the game from that point on.
Back to playing 30 minutes last 2 games. It's been a while since you played that much. Did some of the layoffs and just games where you had to sit after some of the struggles you had earlier this year kind of help you just get right mentally? Because every time you have played in the playoffs now, it feels like you've gotten shots to go.
Yeah, I think for me it's just a matter of maintaining perspective. You never know what your role may be one night, so you just got to make sure that you're prepared for whatever that is for your teammates. Making sure, I think mentally this year it allowed me to grow a lot and understanding that not only do you have to focus on the team throughout whatever going on, no matter your own personal circumstance, you have to be prepared at any moment. So there might be a night where I'm asked to play 30, and there might be a night where Malcolm is. I have to do just as good of a job as I would be on the court as I am off, and be great teammates like Blake, Malcolm, those guys work for me tonight.
Seems like you guys are getting the 3 going in transition. Just what kind of impact did that have, particularly late?
Yeah, I think the pace is what really helped us. Defensively allowed us to get out in transition, allowed to make that work. If it wasn't for our defense honing in on them, we probably wouldn't have gotten a lot of those open looks. And then we did a good job of just playing with one another when it comes to getting downhill and making sure we made the right read and kickouts. And we made the extra pass, extra play. We didn't take the first 3 that was available. We took the best 3 that was available. And I think every player felt confident on offensive end tonight, and every player felt great about how we were playing on defensive end, which started it all.
Second half, you guys started hard closing out on Martin, some of their other shooters, and second efforts, and eventually they kind of lost their rhythm shooting threes. How important was it to, instead of trying to be kind of cautious and smart, just go all out and take away what they're doing best?
Yeah, this team beats you by playing hard on you and knocking down those threes and open opportunities. So we have to maintain our pressure, maintain that perspective, understanding that no matter what's going on, just make that extra effort. And whether that's we still gave up a lot of offensive rebounds tonight, which we have to get better at. And then on that side of the ball, we still have to make sure that even when we're tired, we get back and don't allow easy transition baskets. That's how leads slip. I can remember vividly Jimmy got almost 2 dunks going to transition those last, I think, 4 minutes of play. And that can't happen if you want to succeed. You can't give anybody any confidence.
Block you got on Jimmy, overall just the defensive effort in the third. What do you see in those 2 spots?
Yeah, for us, just making sure that we keep that same intensity. The block I had was just one play, of course, of 100 possessions there in a game. And, for us, it's just making sure that defensively our mindset is really that's going to win this game. And we did a good job tonight. We did a good job playing and turning up the physicality, making sure that everyone had ample opportunity to take their rounds on certain guys, and we did a good job of making sure that we took advantage of that as well.
Final question for Grant.
Going back to that block on Jimmy, just I guess how much was that maybe just what you said after game 2 about just coming back and competing and kind of that bounce back, especially after game 2 and everything?
Yeah, the hardest thing is one block. He's a hell of a player. If I get a block, it's cool. If I don't get a block, you can try and make it hard as possible. So for me, I'm just focused on the day-to-day, focusing one game at a time, making sure that we make an impact on both ends of the ball, starting defensively, and that physicality and toughness that we bring every single night is going to really take us to the next level.